got to protect our phony baloney job, gentlemen. We must do something about this immediately. Immediately. Harumph, 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 harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph.
You watch your ass.
Gentlemen, please rest your sphincters.
Welcome to Moments with Mimi, and today we're going to talk about the law of one consciousness. We are all conscious, every single one of us. And as you can tell from the video clip that just played, we have convinced ourselves that we are at the mercy of others for our living. You know, I used to tell my boss, I don't, live to work. I work to live. And really, it should be I live to work. I should be doing something that I'm, grateful that to get out of bed and go do. It's what I want to experience. What we get lost in the details is that we are dependent on another, and you're not. You're simply not. Everyone sees the same oceans, trees, roads, bridges, sky, stars, but we all perceive them differently. Now, Einstein wouldn't even consider the Big Bang Theory, because to say that there is a beginning means that there's an end, and he was not going to think about that. Thank you very much. But what science calls the Big Bang Theory is the same thing as what is an allegory in the Bible. Consciousness, there's only one. It can be shaped, but it can't be divided, and it can't be destroyed. And you are conscious. We are all conscious. We are all aware of being alive. Inside each of us is the life principle itself. It must express itself. Now, as a human being an animal, think of it this way. It's like suddenly, your dog becomes conscious, and he can go freaky deaky because now he knows that there's, wind, and there's rain, and there's cold and hot, and he doesn't feel these things. He doesn't see these things. He doesn't know these things. He just knows it is. It is whatever he tells me it is. And that's why the dog watches you all the time. Science has proven that plants are conscious. They seek the water that is in the ground. If the water's not near them, then the roots grow longer and they go down to where the water is. They will reach higher. They will become spindly, but they will reach higher to get out of the dark into the light. They need the light to grow. They have bugs come bite on them because they're not in good soil and start to eat on them. They scream out. This has been documented by science. And this calls those things that can help them. For example, there's aphids on your beans. Well, your beans are screaming, help me, help me. There's aphids on me, help me. And here come the black ants, and here come the ladybugs. And they come and take care of that. Thank you very much. That's what calls them to the garden. So it's everything and everyone is all made from the same stuff. It all comes from the same place. It's 6 of one. It's half dozen of another. It doesn't really matter. Now, you can believe that you're at the mercy of others to live, but that's really you wanting to struggle and fight yourself. There's no one here but you. So when you can realize that there's only awareness of being, that's it. It doesn't live without someone being aware of it. That's what awareness of being, I am, the name of God is. Is it all powerful? Yes. Is it outside of you? No. It's inside everyone. Everyone in that clip is God and man. And we're laughing at ourselves. This is what we do. This is what we do to ourselves. And you laugh at it and you think, yeah, right. I'm not going to do that. No. That doesn't look like fun. But you're laughing at it because you know we do it. We all do it. So it's very comforting to know, actually, that that's just you in another costume. And when you start to tell yourself things like that, then you start to realize it is you in another costume, and bless their hearts. I wish you the best, and you move on. You have to stop eating that fruit you bit into. But you had to eat the fruit in order to have the experiences, and that's the road of suffering, in order to learn there is no good and there is no bad. Okay, it just is, and it's all lovely. It's all good. It's all very good. There is no bad. There is no enemy. There, you have no enemies. You just think you do. So that's why a lot of people tell you, you know, don't watch the news, don't read the papers, don't, you know, be careful what games you play and what you're watching and all this other stuff, because of the law of attraction. But there's only one consciousness. So, you know, if Doctor Who resonates with you, there's messages in there. If it's Mel Brooks, there's messages in there. There's a message in everything. There's only one actor here. And to be illuminated is to realize there are two sides to everything. There's only one actor, and you can only be aware of you and now. So if you can impress upon your subconscious, that wild child that's been running around believing everybody and everything but you. Have you ever noticed that? How you know you're right, you know this is how you bake this bread, let me tell you, this is the way you do it, but they don't want to listen to you. They want to listen to Gordon Ramsay tell them, or, you know, somebody who's a famous cook. They want them to tell them. And now, even though they told them the same steps you told them, now they believe it. And now they go do it. And now it's oh so delicious. But they told them the same thing you told them, but they couldn't hear it or comprehend it until it came from someone else. And that's okay. That's who we are. We're all one being. And if you can keep at the forefront of your mind, one for all and all for one, it's God and man to the rescue. Everything's good, all is well. God and man has rescued me. It's just the way it is. We all are going around rescuing each other and giving ourselves gifts and messages. So, you know, you don't shoot the messenger. If you don't like the message, that's okay, but don't shoot the messenger. Just, you know, go within to God within and just say, you know, I don't like that. I don't know. I'm not believing that anymore. I don't believe that anymore. I believe blah. And that's it. It's like addiction. You know, you're addicted to the old man. Well, you don't need anyone or anything, so you're not really addicted. You just convinced yourself you were, and it was going to be hard to get out of it, and blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. It is if you think it is, but no, it's not. No, you know, I don't like what this does to me. I'm just going to put this down. I don't like that anymore. Or, you know, this thing costs way too much. It's just not worth it. It's not using the money wisely. I don't like it that much, much less love it. I don't like what it does to other people around me. I don't know. Okay, I'm done with this. This is stupid. You know, all my life, people have been telling me, you're going to get addicted. You're going to get addicted. No, I'm not. Nothing can be an addiction to me. I don't need anything. It has to be a good deal. It has to be a fair trade. It has to be a win-win for all. I'm not going to pay more than $1 for a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi. I love Pepsi. But I don't need Pepsi so badly that I pay $2 a bottle. That's stupid. It's water. It's colored water with sugar. So what? Little carbonation. So what? There are carbons everywhere, right? So there is only one being. And if you can stop seeing the separation and start recognizing it's just a show that you're putting on for yourself and you're the star of the show, and that you just laugh at them. You just laugh at them and say, you know, I don't think so. That's cute, but no, I don't think so. We're better than that. I'm not going to go there. You know, and think about how you do it naturally, because you do it naturally. You know, so if you can replicate that into all facets, everyone and everything is God. So that's your consciousness and your imagination, the things you tell yourself, the things you believe. And if you've been doing some wrong-headed thinking, that's where you're still going to get what you've asked for, but it's going to come wrapped up in your beliefs so that you will change your thinking, so you will see the other side, so that you will stop judging. And that's the key. Just stop judging. Only think lovely things for everyone and everything. It doesn't matter. You know, I like to laugh at the news. A lot of people don't understand that. But if I'm going to watch the news, then I'm going to laugh at them. I mean, they're all so dramatic, you know. Oh, tonight's top story. It's a story. They just told you. I'm not gonna suspend my belief and go into your story. I'm not gonna do it. You know, that's not cute. So we're always telling ourselves stories, and that's what you're seeing all around you. And sure, maybe it's not what you've been telling yourself and you're seeing it, but you've been made aware of it at some point. There's only one consciousness. So when you begin to say, yeah, I don't believe that. I'm not going to believe that. I don't think so. No. That's not happening. I am always healthy. This is silly. I don't believe that. Pills don't make you well. You know, God makes you well. Everyone used to know that. They used to say, you know, the doctor stitches you up, but it's God that heals you. You heal you. It's your consciousness. You're aware that he stitched you up, so now you believe the body will heal. So the body heals. And then over time, people convince themselves there's no way this will heal without stitches. Yes, it will. You know, it was healing. You don't need stitches. It's just nice for it not to flap around. Oh, but it'll get dirty and infected. No, it won't. That's ridiculous. Just keep washing it and it'll be fine. Oh, but it'll scar. No, it won't. It's a perfect healing body machine. It heals little cuts and stuff all the time. No, it won't. The doctor sets the bone. God heals it. You heal it. It heals all by itself. They just straightened it. That's all. They didn't give you anything to heal you. And now they talk about, you know, autoimmune and getting your immune system. Really? Do you really think you need a man to tell your body how to work? No. You need to convince yourself that your body works all the time and it's perfectly fine. That's all. So everything will come together to make that happen. And what generally happens is you have this belief in doctors, and so it's time for you to learn you you can't trust them. They're not the ones healing you. It's time for you to start giving credit where credit's due. And it generally happens in some facet of your life, you know, in lack of health, something, love. And this becomes the time for you to learn. And then you learn there's only one, and he so fell in love with man, his creation, who was like everything else, like a sunflower, like a bird, like a bee, just alive, hanging out, doing the thing. Whatever you say, I'm doing it. Whatever you say, I'm doing it. And then he said, man, you are so cool. I'm just going to lay down on you. And I'm going to empty myself and lay down on you. And I know you're going to save me because I love you and you love me. And you do. You save yourself. You save the master of time and space. The two are one. And as soon as all the cells, which is every person who says I am, begins to think in the same way, then it affects a change. So the more people who learn the laws and they learn, well, we're going to put that fruit down, don't eat that fruit, not doing that anymore. And things begin to change around them and they see these things. And then they start to realize, wow, it really is all me. So never doubt yourself. There is no doubt. There is no fear. There is no guilt. It was just a state. And all is forgiven and forgotten. There's just one. So whatever you were afraid of, throw it away. It can't harm you anymore because you love it now. You understood and you understand that it was there to teach you. And the Father is the one that teaches you your consciousness. So take it within yourself and know there's nothing to fear. It's all you. Are you afraid of yourself? Don't be afraid. Don't doubt. No guilt. It's all good. There's only one. And everyone is working for each other. And together, we're one great big team. We're Team Cragwall. We're Team Smith. We're Team Joe. We're Team Rita. We're Team Mary. And it all works perfectly together. And it's lovely. So if you can stop judging, well, you can watch that news and you can read that paper and know what you're doing. You know, oh, I'm not buying that. No, I don't think so. You know, so for me, you know, I pick and choose what I want to read out of the paper, and, you know, that's what you end up starting to do. You watch entertainment. You don't watch the news. You watch sport. You don't watch the news. The news is just the drama part. Who wants to listen to that all the time? Boring. I like the weather part because I like to change it and see it come to be. But, you know, that's just me. And I love entertainment. I do love entertainment. So if you can imagine and believe that God and man is to your rescue all the time and is always driving you straight to your imagined end, that you have your desire, it's here now, there's only now, and it's here right now. I know it's here now. I have the money in the bank now. It is good. It is very good. I love it. It's sweet. It's my BFF. It comes to me. I did it. Isn't it pretty? And I do that all the time. Well, anyways, hope this helps. And blessings to you. And thank you for being you. And we'll continue the laws. But if there is something you want me to speak about, just drop it in the comments below. Or shoot me a note. It's great. And I really want to thank my patrons. They are so supportive and so wonderful. Blessings to them. They are amazing and wonderful. And there's a link below if you want to check it out. You can click the hashtag free, and that's a bunch of blogs that are open to the public. So, come check it out and see if you enjoy it. And if you do, thank you. Thank you for being you and supporting me so I can give you more. Blessings to you. Thank you.